The Eiffel Tower earns about £84 million a year through ticket sales. It's pretty good. But it's not that much compared to Amazon or other things. But its real value is in the tourism that it brings to Paris. There's 40 million people that come to Paris, and 4 million of them come for the Eiffel Tower. That's where its tourism profit is in the billions, when its ticket sales is only in the millions. And who benefits from the Eiffel Tower? Well, when they come to the Eiffel Tower and the guy gets on one knee and proposes, where do they have to stay? They have to stay somewhere. The hotels benefit. Where do they eat? The restaurants have to benefit. Museums benefit. And I believe personal branding is like the Eiffel Tower. If you can build your relevance and credibility, what's good for you is good for your business. Because you attract attention to yourself and it benefits the ecosystems. My businesses benefit from myself talking about certain and educating about certain things. And I believe it will be the same for you. So, definition. What the hell is personal branding? I'm glad you asked. It's a combination of your professional reputation. So, obviously, it's your reputation. It's your visibility too. Some people in this room are the world's best kept secret. You know so much more than the guys spruiking on Instagram and socials and popping up your screen. How many people, hands up, get frustrated seeing gurus pop on their feed and you're like, what are you doing? You're like 19-year-olds giving marriage advice. You don't know shit. You just grew your first chest hair, buddy. Like, it's frustrating. So we need to have visibility, credibility, and it's amongst your peers in your marketplace. And it benefits in so many ways. If you have a personal brand, it leads to trustworthy leads. Podcasts are fantastic, not for the reason of trying to get to 40,000 million downloads a month. It's good because I have a client who has 300 listens a month on her podcast. You'd say that's pretty low. But she earned $250,000 from that podcast because she niched so well that out of that 300 listeners, she just used her podcast as a marketing vehicle. People need to stop thinking about the infinite game of getting all these downloads and start thinking about time spent, them seeing you more often and hearing you. So it builds trustworthy leads. It attracts great talent because you embody those values. You're humanizing these values. Without humans, it's abstract. So I think personal branding is like building a house. And the key thing we got to begin with is the foundation. One of my best mates, I was best man at his wedding. He's an architect. And he was in charge of a recent shopping centre for Audi. And he said, mate, the most expensive part of that whole thing was the car park. It was like $3 million getting the whole underground car park sorted, and it was invisible. And this is the one thing you got to get right. And we're going to talk about two of them. You got to get your pitch right, which means your message. Because if you start publishing with a vague message, even if I put you in front of 1 million people, you're going to confuse 1 million people. You got to get your message right. And so many people struggle with that because if you don't get your message right, you end up being a cheap copy of your competitor because that's the quickest way to find a message. What's my competitors doing? Let's just, hey, web designer, just copy all their copy, put our website on it and have fun. Yay! Don't be clever. Don't be cute. Be clear. Don't be clever. Be clear. The clearest win especially when traffic, the clearest win. I don't want anyone to be like, what do you do? If someone's going, what do you do? And they've seen you over and over again, that's a branding issue. It's not a digital marketing issue. Digital marketing will get you the reach, but like I said, if you've got a vague message, you're going to confuse the masses.